Sid, how's it going? I'm just bored and I figured I would stream and we could hang out. So, make a tea. I did. I made chamomile. I have to take the tea bag out now though. Putting it into a plant pot. Hey Amanda. How are you guys doing this evening? Hey Maddie. Oh, I guess Maddie you can come because it's 12 hours different where you are, right? Don't forget to like the video as you come in, guys. And girls and non-binary folk. Friends. Don't mind my hair today. I'm like a grease ball. Lol. Called it. Called it. Hold on. What did you call? Love your sweater. Oh, thank you. It's a scrap sweater. Love my scrap sweaters. Oh, I got a new plant. That is literally what I told my mom. She's probably bored and wants to hang out. Yeah, pretty much. I'm bored and want to hang out. We can't hang out with people IRL, and I just want to sit and chat, so. Hi, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Anything cool happen this weekend? Because nothing cool happens anymore because of the world that we live in. Right, Thunder? You already ate. Don't beg me. You don't want chamomile, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got a new plant. I actually got 3 new plants because I figured we're about to go on lockdown, which is don't go shopping because you're gonna go on lockdown, and don't go shopping. Stupid. I know. I already know. But I went. Alex had to go to the pharmacy, and our plant store, like my local plant shop, which is always empty. It's right across the street from our pharmacy. So I was like, I'll go to the plant store and you go to the pharmacy, and bada bing bada boom. Hey Patrick. Bada bing bada boom, I ended up buying 3 plants. But I needed soil, so I actually did have to go to the plant store. It wasn't complete frivolous shopping. I had to get soil and perlite because I had to replant a few of my plants because I have thrips. You know about this problem. Good afternoon, Dina. Good afternoon. Good evening. Nice to see you. Got half a sock knitted up. Good job, Amanda. Not me. I got nothing. I made Thunder a dog sweater, and since then, no crochet for me. Anyway, I had to repot a couple of plants because I have thrips. This is a great surprise. Well, I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you're excited to be here. I'm excited to just hang out. Excited? I don't know about excited. I feel like I'm down to just chill and hang out. You know what I mean? Like, make a tea and let's pretend like things are normal. Go lie down. Go on. Okay. Procrastinating on a fair myself. Top of the morning to you. Hello, cold turkey. It is top of the evening here. I'm on my second puffy sleeve. Oh, Patrick, I'm excited for you to finish it because that's like, okay, all of my sweaters are my favorite sweater, but that's definitely one of my favorite. Distracted by my Advent sweater. Are you doing like a row every day or something like that? Because that's pretty cool. Okay, let me finish. So I was repotting some plants because they had thrips. So I don't have any soil left over. Thrips are little black bugs that eat the leaves. Sorry if it's shaky, my hand's on the table. So I figured if I repot the plant in new soil, the thrips won't come with it. Oh, that's exciting, Sid. About serious stuff like going on in the world, or serious stuff like personal stuff about you, because this is cool. I'm glad it's surprise. Oh, I got a new terrarium. That was exciting. This right here is all a terrarium. Okay, anyway, I had to get soil, so I went to the plant store to get soil. Thought I would. Thrips are tiny little black bugs. Can you tell I'm like ADD today? I even took my ADD meds, even though it's the weekend. Anyway, when I was there picking up soil, I decided to walk around, and a really exciting plant was at the plant store. a plant that I've been trying to trade for, like on Facebook Marketplace. I have the Monstera Addisonii, you know, the one with the holes in it, and people love that. So I've been trying to trade for this other plant, and I haven't been able to trade for it because nobody has had it. And the plant store had like 10 of them in hanging baskets. It wasn't even in like a 3-inch pot. So for $14.99, which is, first of all, a lot for me to spend on a plant. Like, I know plants are expensive, but usually I buy small plants and then I grow them big. I'm not one to spend kind of like money on plants because I might kill them, you know what I mean? So I don't want to spend, like, people buy like $60 plants and stuff. I can't because those ones are the ones I would kill. Like, serious personal stuff, very exciting, very good communication. Oh, that's awesome. Encouraging and validating. You found Alex? Are you talking to Alex online? I'm just kidding. He's the sweetest. Aww. Well, when the world is normal-ish, you can see each other in person, and that'll be great. Okay, so let me show you this plant because you're gonna be like, it's kind of a big deal. It's like kind of a big deal. It's like been on my plant wish list since I figured out what it was. Oh my god. Oh, okay, don't break. Look at this. It's a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma! Look at how pretty it is! Look how big it is! Look at how big and healthy this plant is. There are like 5 different growth points on it. Look at, there's an unraveling leaf, there's an unraveling leaf, this is a brand new leaf right here. Oh god, I'm obsessed. Look at it. Look. Oh, you work together, that's convenient. So you can see each other in real life. Well, you know what I mean? Like, if you're meeting someone right now, especially if you're like meeting online, what are you supposed to do? Oh, different departments in the same store. That's how Alex and I met. Oh, it could be true love. Anyway, this is a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. That's weird. This leaf didn't get its splits on one side, but it's amazing. And I think it goes very well in my collection of plants. I bought 2 additional plants because I have a problem. You know what my problem is? I can't go shopping, so I have money to spend with nowhere to put it. So I've been putting it in savings, don't worry. Calm down, Mom. Putting it in savings. Who else did I see stop by? Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah. That's so cute. Yes, it is cute. And it's great that you work together because that means you can see each other in real life. It's time for a haircut. Too bad there's a global pandemic. I just have to look like this for a while. It is an amazing plant. It's beautiful and so healthy, and I have befriended the guy who like orders, what's he do? He's called the buyer, I guess. Like, he orders the plants, and every time I go in, I tell him a new plant that I've been looking for, and I'm like, oh, you need to bring Hoya in. Everybody's looking for Hoya. I don't need Hoya. He brought in a whole bunch of Hoya, a whole bunch of people on this Facebook group. Oh, hey, Joy, nice to see you. I haven't seen you by in a while. Hi. Anyway, I told him to bring Hoya in because on this Facebook group, a whole bunch of people are like trading Hoya. He brings them in, and then the Facebook group is talking about that store. So I am taking personal responsibility for the success of this store. Obviously not, but kind of. He did give me a free plant because he said I shop there a lot. And then yesterday, or when I went, not yesterday, Friday, Saturday, one of the weekend days when I went there, I was like, you need to bring in more pothos. You need to bring in more pothos. And he was like, I'm trying, but wouldn't that be bad for you? And I was like, mm-mm. He's like, you must have a lot of plants. Mm-hmm, I do. Just wondering how everyone is doing. I'm doing all right. I had an upset stomach this evening, but I'm okay now. It was just like a little unsure of itself, but I'm feeling okay. Alex got a new camera, which came in the mail because the world we live in. And I got plants. I had to get them in real life though. Where did I put the other one? Because I got 3. I got that one, this one. Oh, that's right, because it's not exciting. I already have, it's a duplicate. I got a duplicate. But this one is the one, another that's kind of been on my list and nobody has had it to trade. This is a Pothos Pearls and Jade. It's pretty. It's whatever. It's just another pothos. It's just another vining plant. It's not a problem because I'm okay with it. It might be a problem to other people, but for me, I'm happy about it. Really, the only thing that makes this different than Marble Queen is that the leaves are ripply. That would be nice, but right now we're focusing on talking about things and supporting our friendship. There's a big thing that we don't line up on. Well, that's important to discuss and grow your friendship. The funniest thing was that we both have literally been crushing on each other. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's even more awesome. You've been there for a while. Oh, I mean, that's really cute. Okay, so Pearls and Jade, and the other one is Marble Queen. I already have this. I only have a small amount of it, so I wanted a big amount. But if you look at these, like, yeah, they're different, obviously, like, you can tell they're different, but like in a house, they're not going to be super different looking. But look at how healthy this was. I couldn't not buy it. So I did. This one's called a Pothos Marble Queen, and this one is Pearls and Jade. I really like this one. I'm really excited to find it. Also, they vine, which is great because I like vines. I like growing things that I can take cuttings of. It makes me happy. This right here is a large terrarium that I scraped. Oh no! I have these little butterfly sticky things to collect the thrips. Anyway, this is a large terrarium. I already planted it, but I filmed my planting of it. So I'm gonna have a video on me planting it. It goes from here all the way to here, and it's like fully planted with tons of plants. I've got a lot in there. I'm excited for that video. It's gonna be a good video, I think. Hey Brittany, hey Anita, good morning. I just bought myself and my daughter and the hubby GoPro cams. Ooh, water resistant cameras, I'm stoked. Can't wait for them to arrive. Online shopping for me too. Yeah, it's Christmas, this is gonna be weird. The portraits of the girls are gorgeous. Alex? Yeah. The portraits of the girls are beautiful. Yeah. He says thanks. Where are you? Downstairs. Oh. Anyway, hey Kelly. Oh my god, year and a half, Sid. How come if you like each other? Because shy, hello. Thank you, Anita. I like this one too. I made it for Alex, but I end up wearing it a lot because it's extra cozy. I feel like I look like a 40-year-old man today with my hair because I like really need to, I need a haircut is the truth. I need to have it like assessed by a professional. Thanks, Kelly. I like it too. I'm in middle trying to crochet a Christmas tree. Ooh, cool. That's cool. Crochet a Christmas tree onto a sweater? That'll be a good Christmas sweater, I guess. I wanted to get to know him better. And yeah, so dating is scary, totally. So I have new plants. We're about to go on another lockdown, probably, because people from Toronto won't stop traveling to different towns because everything in Toronto, oh, thanks, Patrick. Yeah, it's keeping me mentally stable. Honestly, I need this jungle so that I have something to care for. That reminds me to care for myself. Honestly, I also think that's what the chickens are, is they remind me to care for myself because I care for them. So yeah, people from Toronto, which is like the closest big city. Kate, my dude, come here, jump, come on, up, up. There you go. Aw, thank you, Patrick. I don't feel, so, hey, can you not? That's my tea. I don't feel like I look lovely. I feel like I look like a 40-year-old man, but I will get my hair cut and then I'll feel better. I know it's super short, but it's a full mullet in the back, which I'm kind of into, but I want it to be professionally mulletized, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Toronto's the big city. Everybody comes from Toronto to go shopping here because Toronto's already on lockdown. Stay in Toronto. We don't need you. We don't need lockdown. We don't need another. We're gonna have another. And then Christmas is gonna be screwed. It's such a pain. It's obviously better to lock down than for everyone to get sick. I know that, and I know that a lot of people have been affected, and I'm not trying to like minimize any of that. It's just stay in your town. If your town's on lockdown, then lock down. Like, wear your mask, wash your hands, lock down. It's just a bit of a, it's a bummer. I did a pine cone and it was fun, so I'm trying a Christmas tree crochet crowd pattern. Oh cool, Anita. Not on a sweater. I wish I could crochet a sweater. You can crochet a sweater. If you can crochet a Christmas tree, that is decreases. All you need to know for a sweater is increases and decreases. Everything else is easy peasy. Patrick, married 15 years. Oh my goodness. Well done. Alex and I have been together for 10 years, but we're not married yet. Huh? You don't mind though, do you? We'll get married in the summer. And now it'll be a very small wedding because the world is on fire. And that's the way that goes. Figure it out, buddy. Okay. This is the dramatic dog. So that's what happened on my weekend. Oh, I got this terrarium by trading. I traded a dozen eggs for this terrarium. It was covered in blue paint, so I spent like 2 hours scraping all of the paint off of the glass and removing all of the like edges. It had like black edges on it, so I removed all the edges so that it's just like a glass, clear glass box now. And it's got a whole bunch of cuttings in it, which is great. I wanted to make it for Cicero, but alas, it doesn't have a top, so he can get away. And I don't want that to happen. He's still alive, which is great. I honestly, I didn't know that the lizard would survive. It's so small. It's such a small lizard, you guys. It's like as long as the first digit of your thumb with its tail. It's so small. Can't wait to see your wedding pictures. Have to make the wedding dress first. Hello, Sana. So I didn't really expect for sure for this lizard to live. I put it in my head, like, if it doesn't make it, don't beat yourself up, you know what I mean? But it's alive, and he's eating fruit flies that I put in. I got a fruit fly culture from a pet store. But he's eating fruit flies, and when I put them in, he like goes for them, and they're huge compared to his face right now, but he's eating them and he's alive. So I'm pretty sure if I can just keep him eating, he should be fine. Which is very exciting for me because I like lizards. Laura, you're making me yawn. It's 11:15. Oh yeah, that is late. That's way past my bedtime. Although I've been having trouble sleeping, I'm having chamomile right now. But I've been having, what kind of lizard is it? Kelly, it's a green anole. I purchased a Monstera deliciosa, a plant that looks like this but bigger. And when I repotted it, I found an egg. I put the egg in a terrarium. It ended up hatching, and it was a teeny tiny lizard. So it's still a teeny tiny lizard, but could he eat your dirt bugs? I think so, because he was living wild in our house for like a week before I found out that he was alive. Like he got out of the terrarium, he hatched and left the terrarium, and I didn't know this. I thought it was just a dead egg. Probably he could eat the little bugs, but I feel like CJ would find him first. So he's staying in a terrarium and eating fruit flies. Can you believe I purchased fruit flies? Is that it? That better not be a spider mite. Well, it's not moving. That's a good sign. It's a brand new plant, better not have spider mites. I have one of those plants too, but sadly no surprise lizards. It was a very good surprise. It was, I posted it online and people were like, free gift with purchase. Okay, so I've been having trouble sleeping, waking up a lot, rolling around. Oh my gosh, a super chat for being super. Thanks, Brittany. Aw, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Right as I'm yawning and saying I'm tired. But I've been having trouble sleeping and I've been like waking up and rolling around, and every time I like roll over, I wake up. It's not just like I roll over, it's like I fully wake up, which is such a bummer. So when Alex was at the pharmacy, I told him to look for melatonin. Oh, hi Josie. Hi Athena. Good afternoon, good evening. Hey V, good evening. Nice to see you all. So yeah, I asked Alex to check if they had melatonin. Well, they do, it's a pharmacy, because it's not, I don't know, it's not like a sleeping pill. I don't know, I feel weird about actually like drugs to fall asleep because I'm scared of not being able to wake up. So he got me melatonin gummies. I tried them yesterday for the first time and I didn't notice the difference. I didn't notice anything. But hey Katina! Oh, everybody's here. It's nice to see you all. So yeah, I didn't notice any difference. I didn't notice that it made me sleep better. Maybe it helped me fall asleep, but that's not my problem. I can fall asleep. It's waking up in the middle of the night a bunch of times, and not like waking up to go pee or to get a drink or anything. It's just like, you know, not ideal. So yeah. Gonna try the melatonin gummies and see if they make any difference. Like maybe you need to take them a few times. Oh, also I ordered these online for the bugs. And oh my gosh, they are very effective. Athena, I knew I could love him within the first date. I'm very lucky. Yes, we have our arguments, but compromise and listen. It's weird to hear someone say your name when you just watch videos. Aw. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Athena is a beautiful name. I'm not gonna lie, I had a budgie named Athena. I had two budgies, Athena and Joe. Athena was the white one with blue, like a blue chest. So I'm having chamomile too. Morning or good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. 6:30 here. Anyway, I ordered these online and they're very effective at getting little flying bugs to stick to them. They're basically like little butterflies. You stick them in the soil and they're sticky. And it says on it, ideal for catching gnats, fruit flies, aphids, whitefly, leaf miners, and thrips. I think that I might have leaf miners. I have thrips, for surezies. I live in Missouri and have 3 kids. Ooh, Anita. Boy 17 will be 18 in February. Bummer to have a birthday like in the middle of this. I mean, obviously everybody's gonna have a birthday during the pandemic, but in the middle of it, at 8, when you're turning 18. You know what I was saying I was on the phone with my sister. We were talking about how bizarre it is, like a year ago, like if you go into the bank now, you can have a hat because it's cold out, like it's winter, a coat because it's winter, a scarf, sunglasses, and now you have to wear a mask. You literally, if you did that a year ago, can you imagine going into a bank with a mask and a hat on? You'd immediately get taken down. Whereas now, you go in there and they're like, hi, next! Enter your PIN! Everything is like peachy keen and normal. Isn't that weird? Okay, bye! Bye, Sona! Have a good rest of your night. Yeah. Yeah, the melatonin will help. It's a non-habit forming. Your body produces it already. Some people's don't make enough. The gummies work great. Take one at bed with a Benadryl. I don't like Benadryl. Benadryl ruins me. I need that. I have fungus gnats. Aren't they the worst, V? Well, they don't really bother your plant, luckily. They are just annoying. Fungus gnats are annoying. I have thrips, though, and they eat the plant. So they're like ruining the leaves on my plants. They aren't killing the plant, they're just damaging it so that they look ugly, which I'm not a fan of. But they are working to collect small bugs. And I put some of them around the terrarium that Cicero is in because the fruit flies escape. And when the fruit flies escape, they fly onto those little sticky things. Hey, don't forget to like the video as you're coming in, friends, because it's helpful to the channel. It's a good thing. Do you like my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma? Is it not amazing? Is it not the coolest thing you ever saw? When I showed Alex, he was like, cool. And I was like, your reaction is not as cool as this plant actually is. Look at it. I'm obsessed with it. To be honest though, I'm still obsessed with like my Syngoniums. I love a lot of my plants. I repotted a bunch of plants yesterday. I made a huge mess here, like a huge mess. Repotting plants. There was dirt everywhere, and I had a really good time. And Alex took pictures, and they were terrible, terrible pictures. So there. Athena, isn't that how society works though? Pandemics and everything changes our mindsets. I'm thankful to be alive. Absolutely. I'm thankful that I'm alive and healthy and safe, and currently everybody that I love is alive and healthy and safe. I hope that stays the case. Just keep wearing your masks and washing your hands, for real, for real. Anita, right? I worked at a station and you couldn't go in with a hood and a mask, and now it's backwards. You're not allowed in without a mask. I mean, good. It's bizarre to me, but I also don't mind it. Like, honestly, like, we can keep those when, even after this is over. I'm fine if masks stay as a thing. I will just envy the greenery. Aw, don't have the room right now. Well, you should get a small plant, a snake plant maybe. Oh, bye Amanda, have a good rest of your night. My mom has a plant that looks like arrowheads. I have a plant that looks like arrowheads. I repotted it. That's the Syngonium. This is the arrowhead. Go lie down somewhere else for now, buddy. This is my actual favorite plant, like of all of my plants. This one was the one where I was really upset that it got damaged by thrips because it's my very favorite. It takes nothing to wear a cloth covering over your face if it means you will save your life and others. Totally. Hey Dave, good evening. Sunday hugs. Nice to see you. This is my arrowhead. Do you want to see my bonsai, Athena? I made a bonsai. Okay, I'm not trying to be like a... Oh, ow, I just kicked something. It hurt. A jar. Why is there a jar on my floor? Where did I kick it to? It rolled. Ugh. I kicked a jar. Let me grab my bonsai tree. It's fairly new, but I made it. So while I was getting ready for winter outside, I noticed this plant growing in my garden. It's just not a pine, not a spruce. It's one of those, the green evergreen trees. It's an evergreen tree. But I pulled it out of the ground, and then I was looking online, and it said that a tree this thick of this variety can be like as many as 3 years old. So I couldn't kill it. But it's currently wired to hold it in place. But this is my bonsai tree. I made it myself. Hi, Sunita. Isn't it silly? Well, bonsai is any plant that you keep small. You can make a bonsai apple tree. You can make a bonsai anything tree. You just have to form it. But the wiring, I watched this adorable old British man. He's like, he does bonsai, and he talks about bonsai, and he's so cute, and all of his little videos are cute. And I found this pot at the thrift store forever ago, and it's a bonsai pot. Like, it had wire for the roots. But anyway, it's ugly right now. It's gonna be so cute eventually. Once it grows a little bit, it's gonna be cute. And it's still alive, which makes me feel amazing, because sometimes I think I might kill plants and then I don't, and that makes me feel good. Oops. So there's my bonsai. You should try it, V. You like it, Dave? I like it too. I just wish the wire was like brown, you know? I wish that it could not be so visible, but that's the wire that Alex had in the car, so I used it. If you remember, our muffler fell off before it got fixed. Alex like wired it. It looks like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. I should hang an ornament off it. It's so cute. I'm trying to think, do I have anything else? Oh, I do have something cool. This is, if you guys remember, I used to name my plants after you. So in the stream, I would get a new plant and then I would name it after somebody who came to the stream. He turned Dad's pine trees into bonsai. Oh, that's so cool. They're so expensive and I love finding shallow pots at the thrift. Totally. Well, now I can't go to the thrift store anymore because it's busy and I don't go shopping. But totally. Yeah, bonsai are expensive if you like buy them. Give up and do different color wires and it could be decorative. That's true. Yeah, well the silver is, it's art. It's modern art. Okay, so I used to name the plants after you and I had this hens and chicks that I named after Nikki. So it's been named Nikki. I repotted it for the first time and oh my gosh, they're very happy. They've been totally fine. They've been in this plant, in the other plant pot they were in for like a year-ish. Look at it. It's totally satisfied living with no drainage hole. So, hello! I think I just ate dirt by accident that fell into my tea. Good, more minerals. So anyway, it worked. Nikki, the plant, is healthy and happy, and that makes me happy. So, hello Yusuf and Abhilasha. Hello. Good evening. Hello Dave and no. Not sure we've met. Oh, right, some new people. Nice to see you all. Don't forget to like the video as you're coming in because it helps the channel. My aunt grows hens and chicks. Well, I have hens outside. I also have hens and chicks because I like them. Oh, totally. In Cali, you could have a full rock garden because they don't need much water and they love direct, harsh, full sun. They look really pretty. So I actually took those from outside. They were in my garden when we moved here, so that's where they're from. But they're happy to live inside too. So that makes me happy. I'm trying to think if there's any other updates on my plants because oh, there is one. This plant that I don't know what it is. Maybe one of you can help me. I planted it a while ago and it's happily growing. Look at all this new growth. All the light green is new growth. Isn't this cute? I feel like it's a peperomia, but it wasn't labeled. So I don't know. It could be anything. I got it for probably $1 because it wasn't labeled. But it's cute and I like it, and all that light green growth is new growth, which is amazing and makes me feel like a superhuman because I can keep things alive. When I can keep plants alive, it makes me feel nice, makes me feel very happy. Oh, and my jasmine has finally forgiven me for repotting it. Oh, you've seen that, Athena? Do you know what it's called? I haven't seen it. I got baby African violets that are finally getting roots. That's awesome, Mary Kate. Also, hi, Mary Kate. I didn't see you come in. I have one African violet, and it's sad, and I got it for 50 cents because the garden center was closing, and I can't pass up a good deal. I'm like literally the biggest deal hunter you'll ever meet. I love deals. This is my African violet. My one single African violet. I only bought it. Alex's mom used to have African violets in every room, window or not. Didn't need to be close to the window. They flowered constantly. They like, honestly, like it would be like, you know, the plant that's next to the bed that you just like pour the rest of your cup of water once you've finished drinking your water. I would love to start a variegated plant collection. Oh, same. I want variegated plants. I want a variegated syngonium. That's one that I really want. I have to go cook dinner. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, bye, Anita. Have a good rest of your evening. So, hold on. She used to do mango oranges and lime lemons. Ooh, that's cool. Mango oranges. That sounds good. I have one lemon tree right here. Yes, don't forget to like the video, absolutely. I can't help but think, Olsen, yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley. But I don't know how to make this African violet happy. It's not happy, obviously. Did you know you can propagate them in water? That's what I'm doing with mine. I feel like, I don't think mine's big enough to take any leaves off. It's kind of a sad plant. I broke a leaf off, as you can see, it's no longer like they're like pretty circles normally. It's not dead, but it's not happy, you know? You know what I mean? It's not dead, but it's not alive. I do have a begonia that I've rooted that's making me feel superhuman. This pretty little begonia. Look at those roots. Oh baby, that makes me feel good. Anytime a cutting gets roots, it makes me feel like a god. I'm a goddess. Don't judge the back of my hair, because it's kind of wild right now. But I agree, a variegated plant collection would be amazing. I've never seen your lemon tree, Laura. Well, I'll go get it. It's just kind of in a big pot. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. I will go get it. Hello, Aditi, good evening, nice to see you. Okay, one sec, I'll go get the lemon tree. Because honestly, another plant where I feel like a superhero, because when I got it, the leaves were a certain size, and the new leaves are way happier, way bigger. Okay, here is my lemon tree. Okay, look at this. These are the old leaves. Like when I got the plant, this is what the leaves were. Look at these. These are all new leaves. Look at that. That whole branch is since I got the tree. This, oh, another brand new branch. Wow. I'm a god. They don't smell like anything. But look at these. Look at those leaves. Oh, they're so big and crunchy. I want to eat them. They feel like, bless you, Laura, for getting the lemon tree. Well, it was free. I traded a dozen eggs for it. Well, it wasn't free. I traded a dozen eggs. But like, isn't that bizarre? Look at how small the leaves are. It's coming out of the same branch. These are the leaves that were there when I got it. These are the leaves that are there now. When is lemon season? Well, I live in Canada, so never. But maybe in the summer, if I can keep it in like a hot, bright place, maybe. I don't believe that I will make lemons, but the lady who I traded for it, she said it makes lemons, so we shall see. You still unraveling, darling? These are pretty. This is pretty. I like all my plants. I want to show you other things now. I feel like show and tell. Who is exciting? This is exciting and I don't know what it is, so maybe one of you can tell me. Anything else exciting? Not really. I mean, everything's exciting. I love all plants. My mom said this is an edible plant, but it can also be kept as a house plant, like it's a vining plant. I have gotten it to root because, again, I'm a goddess! Anytime I can make a plant not die, it proves my godly nature. Hold on. I'm not trying to be sacrilegious for any of you who are religious. I'm just saying. Why not go for it? I hope that it'll fruit. Not yet, it's too small. Well, the lady said that it had fruited. She said it was 20 years old, but who's to say? Hi, Tina. So I don't know what this plant is. My mom said it's edible, but when I tried one of the leaves, it just tasted like green, you know what I mean? Like grass, or it didn't taste like a fruiting or like a vegetable type thing. Hey, how's it going? Beauty Journals. But I don't know what it is. But it's neat. And if it vines, I want it. That's like my rules. Bye, Sunita. Is that a new jumper? No, it's an old jumper, but I'm glad you like it. Thank you. It's just a huge oversized one that I made out of scraps. It's my I believe it's 2017 scraps, Laura, which is your favorite plant or plants? Well, I really do love the ones that are funky like this. Like I like the ones that have the holes in them. I think they're so cool and so fun to look at, and I love when they get new leaves, how they like unroll. But my very favorite plant will always be my arrowhead plant and my Oxalis. These are my two favorite plants in my whole plant world. So this one is just, will always be my favorite. It was the first plant that I bought, and I've taken a million cuttings off of it. Look at that leaf. Ugh, what a beaut. But it's damaged from the stupid thrips. And then the Oxalis, they're sleeping right now though. They open up during the daytime. I just love how dainty they look. They're so breakable. Like look at how shaky they can be. But I love them. And I propagate them all the time, like all the time. They even come, look at how they come in purple. I'm glad you like the sweater. Thank you, Annabelle. I crochet. This is all my scraps from 2017. I saved them all and then I made a sweater out of it. This is my purple Oxalis. This is called an Oxalis Triangularis. The leaves are triangular and there's two tones of purple on it. Oh, you can see. Look at, see? It's catching bugs. So it's working. But those are probably my favorites. They're just so neat. I have this neat one that I got fairly recently. I showed it to you already, but it's got new leaves now. My, it's an exotica, a Scindapsus pictus, Scindapsus exotica. Wow, Laura, you can figure this out, but it's pretty. It's got new leaves. Makes me happy. Plants make me happy. I like plants. Hi, my name is Laura, and I really like plants. I like plants and dead things. I like animal skulls and plants. If you could give me dead things and plants, true love. Totally love that butterfly. To me, it means freedom and harmony. Aw, I have a real butterfly on that shelf too. Currently crocheting a Christmas jumper. Oh, that's nice of you for someone else. I don't do that anymore. It takes so long to crochet things. I've been making doggy sweaters. Oh, Tina, have you seen the new video? I just put out a video on, is DK. Oh, so it's taking forever. I mean, are you using at least like not a single crochet? I sure hope you're not single crocheting. Anyway, have you seen the new video? I made a doggy sweater for Thunder that is like a fancy sweater and it's really cute and you should look at it because I like it. Oh, I'll show you more plants that I like if you're interested because I like plants too. And we can all love plants. Look at my rickrack cactus. It's growing so much. Look at all these new. This is new. That's all new. Look at, there's 3 more new. New. Isn't it cute? I love it. I got it when they were not popular to get, which makes me feel good because it was cheap. And I've told you once, I'll tell you 1,000 times I like a deal. So this cactus is it's like a, it reminds me of a Christmas cactus in terms of it's like a jungle cactus, but it was $7. Look at how big it is for $7. I love it. It makes me so happy. Look at how it's so squiggly. What? Look how squiggly it is. How does that grow wild? How is that a natural thing? That seems so random. Look at, this is insane. Look at how squiggly it is. Oh, that's damaged. That's my fault though. Look at how squiggly. It's so cute. I'll go look. I love all the plants too. I got one bedroom full of plants. I thought that I would keep it to one room. At some point, you end up with too many plants. And then you buy a humidifier for your plants. When you buy a humidifier that's for your plants, you have a problem. That's when you have a problem. When you're buying accessories that are for your plants. I love it. Rickrack cactus. It's either rickrack or fishbone. Those are the two like common names for it. This one is one where I bought it again for a really good sale price. It's a philodendron Prince of Orange. Weird. But it's growing so fast, the newest leaf isn't, the leaf before the newest leaf isn't even green yet. So they turn green as they age. This one hasn't even turned green yet, and there's already this one, and look, there's already a new growth. That's gonna be another leaf down there. So it's happy in this pot, which is handmade by me and hand fired. I fired it in my fireplace. It's so wonky, but I love it. I love wonky terracotta. Look at that dent. This was wonky on purpose though. This one was actually intentionally wonky, but I made it. I have one. Oh, really? Just a baby one. It'll grow. It'll take a little while, but it'll grow. I have plants in my bedroom. Good. So you should. It's good for your brain and it's probably good for your lungs. My air is probably crisp in here because there's so much plant life. Oh, I love my plants. It's like my plants, my chickens, my yarn. Plants, chickens, yarn, and dead things are the things that I like a lot. I love that home-fired terracotta. And it's not just home-fired. The clay is actually from here. Like, I dug it up in my garden, and then I refined it in my backyard. And then I made the clay, and then I fired it. And then it turned into terracotta, which is cool, I think. I think it's very neat. What other plants do I have that are really cool? A lot. Every one of my plants is really cool. I think all of them are cool. Except for my spider plants. I don't care about them. Like, if they die, I won't care. Is that bad? Like, it's healthy, but if it dies, I'm not going to feel bad because I don't care about it. I think that's the only one I feel that way about, though. Most of them I would be sad if they died, but my spider plant, I have no love for it. I did get it for free. Love that home-fired terracotta. I'd love to see a tutorial on that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dave. I filmed almost all of a tutorial, but I didn't. Okay, so I filmed the whole refining. You make me buy a poinsettia. Beauty Journals, what's your name again? Why am I forgetting? Well, I didn't buy that poinsettia. At my grocery store, when you spend over $200 at a time, they give you a gift. Sometimes it's like a candle. Sometimes it's like points to use at the store. The week that I went, it was a free poinsettia. I would not buy a poinsettia that big because now I have to keep it, and I'm gonna have to keep it alive, and I don't want to because it's gonna look like crap for the rest of the year. Natalie, thank you. Oh, Natalie, I love that name. It's such a pretty name. I feel like Natalie and Julia and like, it's like, you know, feminine, and it feels like floral or musical. I like it. I got a new Christmas cactus. It's got white pinkish blooms. I've never seen one. I've never seen one with yellow. People keep posting online about yellow. Did you hear that spider plant? She doesn't love you. Hey, Nancy. Nancy, my Dieffenbachia are not doing well. I don't know what I did wrong. I just repotted them because I don't know what's wrong with them. They're now in the bathroom, which gets good humidity and eastern light. But hi, Nancy. Did you see? I used your yarn on the video that I just put out. How do you ensure that the clay doesn't crack or crumble? Well, it does. And when it cracks and crumbles, it breaks your heart. And then you have to just use that as slag, maybe it's called. You have to mix in sand. I do live in floral print. And I live in yarn. Chickens, yarn, plants, and dead things. I love these things. Oh, welcome then, welcome. Do you want to see a dead thing? I have a dead thing. I found it in the woods. Isn't that cool? I love it. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet, so it just sits as a display piece in my plants because it goes with plants. My name is Daniela. Oh! Daniela also. Daniela, like Anita, honestly Laura, but Julia or Juliet. I feel like they're all like super, you know, they feel nice to say. Anyway, So the clay does crack and crumble. It breaks. I have a lot of broken pots that are just sad. Oh, Patrick's my baby boy. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, they do break. They break all the time. But when they break, I try not to take it to heart. You're not supposed to fall in love with a pot until after it's fired, because if you fall in love with it when it's like just dry clay, it's gonna break. So that's that. Nancy, look at my new plant. It's a Rhaphidophora or a Rhaphidaphora, depending on who you are. Tetrasperma. It's been on my list. I'm very happy to have it. I love it. I want to name it because I love it. It's so healthy. Look how big this plant is. And the crazy thing is, this is all one plant. Look, like this is all attached to one stem. I thought it would be like a few, but it's not. It's all one cutting made all this beauty. I'm obsessed. Ugh. I don't know what to name her or him. I think it's a her. She's just so dramatic that I must assume it's a her. Not so much a dead thing, but you should go out in January and February and look for antler sheds. You might find some really big ones. Well, I do live right next to a forest, and there's part of the forest is on the property we live on, and I've very looked. Missed the last 10 minutes because sister-in-law came over with turkey. Ooh, that's awesome, Athena. So you're gonna eat it and then you're gonna fall asleep because turkey makes you sleep. Everyone is always so decent on Laura's chat. It's refreshing. Yeah, it's nice to not have the trolls. The trolls. And I can't find the name of that plant. That's all right. I feel like it's called Quadrilinearis, like Peperomia quadrilinea or something like that. But for the antler shed, I have, it's like every time you say something, I'm like, look, I have it. I have antlers. My uncle actually gave these to me. Unfortunately, the deer had to die for this one because he hunts. Ugh. But look at that. It still has the head on it, which is super bizarre, but it's been treated, so it's not, isn't it pretty? I also haven't decided what to do with this, so it just hangs on my wall because I love it. I love dead things. Jeez. What do you like to hang as a decoration? If it's dead or green, how did I even get it up here? There you go. Ugh. Do I have any other really cool plants? I mean, yeah, but... Oh, do you want to see something that's actually really cool? I washed a whole bunch of feathers. I've been collecting feathers. Another nice name, and probably my favorite Oliver Twist character. What happened to her made me cry, though. Oh. I don't know the story except for, please, sir, can I have some more? I've been collecting my chickens' feathers when they fall out because, I don't know, I just do. But what I did was I washed all of them because, like bird, you know. I washed all of them and then I let them dry on a towel, and now I've got all of these beautiful, okay, well this one's a turkey feather. Isn't that pretty? I've got all of these beautiful feathers and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them. Isn't that pretty? That's from Sunflower. Sunflower dropped so many when she did her shed, or whatever you call it. Oh, this one's from Buttercup. Look how pretty that is. It's like, Buttercup is so pretty. No, because they grow like crazy. Yeah, well, I'm hoping I'll find antlers in the winter. January, February, huh? I'll keep that in mind. And then we've got like, hold on, let me show you. Here's Diane, our black chicken. My favorite, even though they're all my favorite. Another one from Buttercup. Isn't that pretty? Have you ever looked into hide tanning? I brain tan deer hides and use them to make things. I'm yes and no. Obviously, I've watched a 1,000 videos on how to do it. I feel like on the inside I'm an expert, but I haven't yet convinced Alex to let me bring recently dead things near our house. Do you know what I mean? So he doesn't mind if I bring long dead things, like a skull, no problem. But he doesn't want me to bring things that like still have mush in them. And I get it, it's a little weird. If you're not into it, it's a little weird. I'm interested in taxidermy and tanning, and like I want to make like, what's it called that like the shams are made of, like the cow skin, but when it's like super pliable. Why is the word escaping me? Is it like it's from the hide? Anyway, yes, I'm interested in it, and I have very much the intention to pursue that interest, just not yet. I actually have a friend who wants to learn taxidermy as well, and before the pandemic we had planned on, in Toronto, which is the big city closest to us, there's a class. Maybe make a crochet or macrame wall hanging with the feathers attached. That would be a nice idea, actually. That would be really nice. I do want to do something with them because I was thinking a fan. I was thinking like an old school fan, just for a display, but you know, like a really big fan. I thought it would be cool. Me and my husband are skull people all the way. Athena, I'm still working on Alex. He said when we're grown up, I can have a room for my dead things. But I have a friend who was interested in it. Before the pandemic, we were going to go to Toronto, where there is a course you can take on taxidermy. It's like you taxidermy a mouse over the course of a weekend, which is great. If you ever have questions about it, I'd love to help. Ooh, Mary Kate. I wish I could start. I wish I could like do it. Yeah. Useful for the summer too. Totally. I mean, yeah, we could use it, but I mean, more it would be for a display. But I feel like, you know, like a fancy flapper fan, but with all of my chicken's feathers. Oh my god, guys, it's midnight. 6:58 here at 7 p.m. Oh, maybe it's midnight is way past my bedtime. I would be down for the count. Yeah, there was a dead hawk in our forest, and when I found it first, it wasn't very nice looking, but I let it stay there all winter, and then in the spring I came back for the bones because nobody took them, like no animals. I live, like, it's the forest, no human was gonna take it, but the bones were fully cleaned off by then, and then I brought them inside and gave them an actual clean, and now I like them. I have a lot of... I use them as decoration though. Like, it's not like they're just like weird. They're like part of my decoration, you know? I've trained a lot of people to do it through my job. Oh, cool. That's cool, Mary Kate. What do you do? Joy, I'm only up this late because hubby is watching snooker final on TV. There's competitions of snooker. Isn't that a card game? Yes, I'm near Manchester. Oh, cool. Where are you, midnight people? UK, Norfolk. Oh, cool. 6 p.m. here, and that means you're west of me, yeah? Nice, Danielle. I'm closer to London. I lived in Basingstoke, which is in Hants. I lived in Chinham, Basingstoke, Hants. I lived there for a year with my family. I went to school and everything. My mom did a 4/5, which is like when you're a teacher, and I don't know if this is still available, but you could teach for 4 years earning 80% of your pay, and then on the 5th year you earn 80% of pay, but you don't have to work, so you can like travel. So we went to Basingstoke, and she taught in a random school, the Vine Community School in Basingstoke, which was fun. I lived on Long Copse Chase. Hand ornaments from it for... Ooh, that'd be cool. Ornaments. No, but then they'd only be at Christmas. I want my dead things displayed all year round. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to get like a window and then build a box around the window and do 8 p.m. in Nova Scotia. Snooker's vaguely similar to pool or billiards. Oh, a card game. You see how inexperienced in anything I am. I thought it was a card game. Very good. Oh, see you later then. Have a good rest of your night. It was a pleasure to be here. I'm glad that you came. Back on Wednesday. I've learned so much through my job. Oh, right. What is your job? Oh, I'm a historical interpreter at a living history museum. Oh my God, that's literally like my dream. That's so cool. That's like a physical anthropologist, which is like, I got my degree in anthropology because I thought I was going to be like Indiana Jones, but I mean, that's awesome. I consider that to be that's physical anthropology, which crochet, natural dye. I mean, I make pots out of clay that I harvested. I'm trying to do all of those things, and now I'm raising chickens and like enjoying myself. Do you want to hear all of the names of my chickens? Because we have 18, 17 girls and 1 boy. I'm gonna tell you even if you don't want to hear because I'm always happy to say them. Okay, so let's count them out. Diane, Clover, Poppy, Rosie, Posy, Daisy, and Fern, Clementine, Sunflower, Buttercup. Did I say Marigold? I'm trying to explain to Laura, about pool. 8-ball pool. Okay, I understand. I never got into pool. I think Alex played pool before we met. He liked it. Okay, Marigold, MJ, what are all my chickens' names? I feel like I have to write them down to remember who's who. Hold up. Let me get a pen. It's been nice, everyone. I have to put Imani to bed now. Oh, okay, sounds good. See you next time. Have a good rest of your night, V. Thanks for coming. Okay, I was actually trying to do them in the order that we got them. So we got Diane, Clover. Our rooster's name is Baby. We had Baby and Handsome. So that's that. Okay. Diane, Clover, Poppy, of course, can't forget Poppy, MJ, Rosie, Posy. Those are the white ones. Rosie, Posy, Daisy, and Fern are the white ones. Daisy and Fern, so cute. And then the other white one is Marigold. Okay, and then we have Sunflower. Oh, Bluebell. I always forget Bluebell because she's so like away. She's so shy. Bluebell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, who do we have left? I focus especially on indigenous cultures, so hide tanning, pottery, and basket making are things I do really often. That's so cool, Mary Kate. Do you do any kind of spinning or like cording? That's something else I'm interested in, is cording, like not for clothing, rather for like mats or for rope. I want to make cord. I saw a really cool video where it was made out of yucca, and I have 2 big yucca plants. Am I saying that right? And I want to do that. I want to. Okay, we have 18, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's figure out who's who here. I gotta look in my head at all of the chickens. Oh, Violet. I forgot about the colorful egg layers. Violet, Buttercup, and Olive. 3 left. Oh, the teeny tiny one, Sweet Pea. Who am I missing? I'm trying to like look at the chickens in my head. I don't know who I'm missing. Absolutely, I've made cordage from yucca and dogbane, and I made cattail mats. Ooh, cattail! I have tons of cattail by my house. Cattail. Are you just weaving the long fronds? Athena, beautiful. Aren't their names beautiful? I feel like I'm actually now just trying to think of like flowers because we named them after flowers. So I'm trying to remember. Oh! Daisy! No, I already got that one. We didn't name one dandelion. What other plants did we do? There was one that was not a regular, like it was a food plant, I think. That was olive, probably. Alex? Yeah. I can't think of the chickens' names. I'm missing 2 chickens. Yep, thank you. Got her. I really can't remember. You can weave them or sew them together with cordage. Oh, cool, with bone needles. I can make a bone needle. Do you want to see my bones? Bird bones. Isn't that neat? They're from the hawk I found. They're clean, don't worry, I've cleaned them. With a toothbrush and bleach. So much can be done with sewing. Sewing is magical. I have to sew myself a new mask. I feel like now it's supposed to be 3 layers thick and mine are all 2 layers thick. So I have to make a new one. Clementine. Got Bluebell. I can't think of my last chicken's name. I don't know why it's... Marshmallow, thank you. That's why, because it's not a regular plant. Thank you, Alex. Marshmallow. Okay, so here are all of the chickens' names. Baby is our rooster, and then Diane, Clover, Poppy, MJ, Rosie Posy, Daisy and Fern, Marigold, Sunflower, Bluebell, Violet, Buttercup, Olive, Sweet Pea, Clementine, and Marshmallow. I can name them all when I'm looking at them. Like I know who's who because we picked a rainbow of chickens. I picked a rainbow of chickens and Alex graciously agreed to let me bring them home. But yeah, I hand sew Dave. I mean, I haven't in a little while, but I do. I want to. My wrists are garbage. I've been wearing braces to bed all night. I'm bowing to you all. I've been wearing wrist braces to bed at night to try and keep my wrists like neutral, stationary, and I've been wearing this ankle brace all day. I'm literally like, my joints are causing me issues right now. Ooh, I see that Frida. Oh no. Oh no, Frida's stressed. Sorry, Frida is usually in our streams and she got some bad COVID news. I don't know. That sucks. Sorry. Yikes, that's stressful. I struggle with needle and thread. I crochet, sew, and read, and I love to cook. That's cool. We each are going to need our own rooms for our projects and hobbies that we do. Yeah, that's... I need furniture in that room. I have 2 bedrooms that we don't use, and I want to set up our bedrooms for our crafts. Aw, he draws, paints, clay sculpture, and most recently wood carving. That's so cool! Alex does photography and code. Like, he's a software engineer, so his art is digital and hard for me to understand. Send Frida a big hug from me. Bless her. Yeah, Dina, you're in that. You're in the Discord right now. Would you mind sending Frida our love? Because I can't type right now. My keyboard is not close to me. I just made a slow cook roast with veggie soup and also have turkey. Oh, yum. Jeez Louise. I went to my parents' house today because I had to print a return label and our printer is out of ink. And my mom made brisket. I had a taste of it, but I also had to be wearing a mask. It's so weird to wear a mask at my parents' house, but such is life. I want to keep them safe and they want to keep me safe, so we wear masks. Even though we're like in each other's bubble, like my parents live on a farm and they mostly stay on the farm because when you're on a farm, you don't really leave the farm a lot, but still. I was dating a woman who was teaching me how to sew, but that episode totally crumbled and had to end. Well, if it had to end, then good that it ended, but sorry, that sucks. Calligraphy pens. Oh, that's cool. I write like a 12-year-old boy, so there is no hope for me. For some reason, I can art, like I can draw and keep my hand steady, but when it comes to writing, I try and then it just sort of fails. It eventually fails. Hello, I can't read your name or what you wrote, but hello. Sure, I'll tell Frida. Thank you. Andre, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Laura. Bienvenue. Chez Laura. Chez Last Minute Laura. La Last Minute Laura. Evening show. Yum, Athena. Which vegetables and which roast? True. I do love a good roast, especially like a slow cooked roast. Yum. So that it's all folia party. My mom made a brisket, which I don't know if she's made before because I can't remember hearing her say she made a brisket, but it tasted kind of like ribs, but it was like fall off the bone meat. Very tasty. Muy bien, gracias. Andre. Nice to see you, Andre. Welcome. Beef roast with yellow squash. I love yellow zucchini. Broccoli and carrots and a steak rub. Oh, Montreal steak spice. That's it. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Yes, except for it's not morning. I mean, for somebody it's morning. For Maddie it's morning, right? She's all the way on the other side of the world. So I've been getting stressed about my succulent plants because I don't know are the air fryers any good. I have never used them. Anyway, I don't know about the light, how it's gonna do like my string of hearts and my string of turtles and stuff. I'm worried about them. I worry they'll just die over winter and it'll make me sad. It's an end of fridge roast. What's that mean? My grandkids love them. Thanks, Dave. I've got 4 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. Finally, they're still too little yet. Oh, little ones, I'm ready. I'm ready for someone in my family to have a baby. I don't want one. I want to be the cool aunt. But I want a baby in my life. I have literally look at, this is in my shelf. Everything for baby. And it's just all these beautiful handmade baby things. Look at, felted wool booties. If somebody would just have a baby, I can make them all these things. But nobody in my family has a baby yet. I'm over it. I need a baby. I need a baby to play with, but I don't want it. Steak rub, like pepper and garlic and salt, and it's like you put it on steak. It's steak spice. Montreal steak spice, that's where it is. Yes, I'm making leggings for the girls with mittens. Oh, that'll be awesome! Ooh, are you knitting or crochet? Oh my god, handmade. My grandma, when I was little, my grandma, who my middle name is after, salt, pepper, paprika. My grandma, when I was little, Patricia, my middle name's Patricia, after her. Sorry. I'm just reading, I see a Discord message. Anyway, my grandma, who was named Patricia, she was a maker as well, so she handmade she handmade our family a full, she'd knit knit was her thing. She knit our whole family sweaters, and she like sewed dresses, and like we were flower girls at this wedding for my aunt a million years ago, and she like sewed the dresses. I have 1 yard of her fabric left that I'm keeping until I have a baby, pretty much. Hold on. Sorry, I'm reading at the same time. Okay. Anyway, yeah, she taught me how to knit. She passed away when I was pretty young though, so I didn't get to learn everything from her, but she taught me how to sew on a sewing machine. I was like 7, and she taught me how to knit. Knitting didn't really sit. It didn't stick because it's too slow, and I have very reasonable ADHD. There are 3 main types of lights that hydroponic gardeners use to grow plants. These are complex. Well, I have a grow station right here, and that has grow lights. And I have some of my succulents under there, and a lizard. This right here is a terrarium with a lizard. My dad gave it to me. It's grow lights. My mom uses it in the spring to start her vegetable seeds, but they weren't going to use it over winter. So I have that. Oh, okay, sounds good, Natalie. Have a good rest of your night. Good night. Dave, my random thought about seamstresses and tailors. Ooh, if only I could tailor. Ugh, tailoring, that's like a really cool art. With it holding, see the end of holding bunches of pins in the mouth amuses me how they do that. I don't think it'll make an end to it because you're only putting your own pins in your mouth, you know? Anyway, ooh, I added mushrooms as well. The creamy, oh, I love those kind. They're so tasty. Hey, Philippe. They're so like buttery, you know? I love those when you're making tacos. Not cremini, I'm thinking a different one, sorry. Cremini are the brown ones, aren't they? Yeah, they're tasty too. I like them too. Alex and I add them to things. But no, you know the long skinny ones that you can get at the like Asian grocery store? We used to have them all the time in Toronto. They're like long and skinny and they're in a package. They're like butter and they melt into this tasty, tasty treat. Or date someone named Taylor. Sorry, bad dad joke. Lol. I want to sew my cardigan out of olive green waffle fabric. Ooh, waffle fabric. I can only think of like a washcloth when you say waffle fabric. I have waffle washcloths. When my kids were all little, Tina says, we made all their clothes, lots of dresses and shirts. That's like my dream. Just having a little country daughter who's just wearing like rubber boots and a hand-sewn dress. True, all mushrooms are divine. They go with so many things, a vegetable, but I'm totally meaty. And if you chop them right, like, it's pretty, like, I've made tacos with just mushrooms. And, like, obviously, it's not ground beef, but I mean, tasty. Hey, Candace! What are you doing up? Oh, wait. Now it's your awake time. You are a night owl. Just got home. Well, welcome. We're doing an evening stream because I got bored. I've made masks and more masks and mask savers. I need to make a mask. My little sister's been making masks, so I haven't been incentivized to sew any. Hey, Alex. But I want to because I want to make the 3-layered ones because now they're saying 3 layers is the right amount of layers. Whew. To stand still to measure them accurately. When they're little, it doesn't matter if it's accurate, Dave. I love mushrooms on everything, totally. They go around the neck to save ears for the 12-hour shifts. Me, I don't go out, so I'm fine with the ears. Also, I have already uneven ears, and I was made fun of when I was young for having small ears, and I never thought they were small comparatively. Like, I don't consider my ears very small. They're just uneven. This one's like a square, and this one's like round. But I covered them in piercings, so now they're not small. Put a layer of the pellet. Yeah, totally, exactly. That's what I'm thinking of doing, Candace. I do, yes, and I still have it. But I'm thinking, at the beginning, I was thinking of doing a tutorial, right? Like at the beginning of the pandemic, I mean, on masks, but I felt like it was, I don't know why, but I felt weird about doing a tutorial on it. But I mean, now the pandemic is never ending. Like, we're just stuck in it until forever, probably like a year or two. So now I kind of want to make a mask tutorial, you know? Oh, Candace, look at my new plant. It's a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I've wanted it for a very long time. I've been trying to trade for it, but nobody wanted to trade because it's hard to come by. And I found it for $14.99. I got this for $14.99, people. It's so amazing. I am in love with it. I've attached earlobes. Yeah, me too. Oh my god, there were so many tutorials coming out this spring. I know, Sid. Everybody put one out, right? Vaccine. Well, I mean, it's not going to come to like us for a while, you know what I mean? It's gonna go to old people. Well, first it's gonna go to like nurses and doctors, then it's gonna go to old people, then it's gonna go to little kids. I'm very low on the list of priorities, you know what I mean? Like as far as the vaccine goes, which is fine. Give it to the people who need it first, but realistically, masks are part of my life for a while now. Sid, or a sew with me. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. But it's true, there were so many tutorials, but the thing is, people are still looking them up. Like dog sweaters for me are like my #1 money earning tutorial. I don't know why, but all of my old dog sweaters are consistent. It's like my baby clothes and my dog sweaters are like high income videos. People watch them a lot. And I feel like a mask video would be like that too. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good idea. Oh, better go to sleep and set the alarm. Yes, definitely set an alarm if you stayed up this late. Good night. Good night, and have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye. Tina, it was all I could do to get the 4 granddaughters to sit still just to get leg measurements on thighs and ankles. Yeah. Did you bribe them with candy? Hey AJ, good evening. Nice to see you. SpaceX employees working on vaccine on the space station. True story. I believe it. That guy is nuts. I mean, like, cool, but like a megalomaniac. I feel like once you hit $1 billion, you have to be evil. There's no way you can be a billionaire without losing at least part of your soul. You know? I think you need to lose part of your soul to have $1 billion. Because there's no need for $1 billion for one person ever. So, anyway, I'm so glad I made it to the live for a little while. Hi Angelica, I'm glad you made it too. Welcome. Didn't use the slow cooker because I kind of dropped ours. You dropped your slow cooker? Did it explode? No, popcorn. Oh, okay. You bribed them with something. Sheldon Cooper statue. Is that what he says too? That it's evil? They're 4, 6, 11, and 13. Oh my god. Sheldon Cooper status. Yeah, kind of, right? Jeez. But for real, like, once you get to a certain amount of money, like, you should be helping people a lot. Like if you have $1 billion, you should be helping people a lot. So, anyway, I have a bunch of new plants. Candace, I got 3 new plants this weekend because we're probably going to go on lockdown. You've probably got at least another week. Maybe not though, because you're from like over towards the border. So, but nobody's coming in. The yarn I won is posted in Discord. Ooh, that's exciting. You won yarn? That's exciting. Hi Joyce. Joyce London. That sounds like a famous person's name. I'm Joyce London, and this is 680 News, you know? End of fridge means what you have in the fridge goes in the pot with the roast. Oh, cool! Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, pretty yarn, AJ. That's a lot of color. What are you gonna do with 1 skein of amazing colored yarn? A hat? See, that's the only thing that I'm not 100%... No, you guys first. Oh, nice. No, you guys first. Yeah, that's what I mean. We'll go first, and then you'll go, like, we will be locked down before you, for sure. But for that reason, when Alex and I went out, I Picked up some plants. I actually just needed to buy soil, but I have a problem. Joyce London, secret agent. Totally, right? Joyce London, at your service. Hello, Mr. I almost said Mr. President, but like in the olden days. Hello, Mr. President, I am your bodyguard, Joyce London. But not anymore. I've been in quarantine 2 different times, 14 days twice. Oh my god. We were quarantined when we went to visit my sister. We quarantined before we went and after we went. And my life is basically quarantine. I live here. Like, I have everything I need. The only time I have to leave is for plants and food, really. And for pet food. Which is kind of a bummer now with the lizard. I have to go to like a specific pet store, and that pet store doesn't sell the pet food that I feed the cat and the dog. So it's like 2 pet stores, and I don't want to go to 2 pet stores, and I don't want to go to pet stores because people bring their kids there to like entertain them, which I get. I used to do that. Like, my mom and dad would like, I would go to a pet store just to be able to look at things, but not during a pandemic, people. Keep your kids inside. They're germy and they don't wear their masks right. 2 skeins of yarn. Oh, okay. What can you do with 2 skeins of yarn? Something else. Probably you could knit a whole sweater. Knitting uses so little yarn. Crochet uses a lot of yarn. Can you imagine how much yarn this is if it was all rolled up into one ball? A lot. Yeah, anyway, our town's gonna go into quarantine because of Toronto, and then you'll go into quarantine, Candace. It's 2 50-gram skeins. 50 grams is small, so it's 100 grams of yarn. Probably DK. Kids tapping on the fish tanks. Exactly, with their hands that touch everything and their mouths. Yeah, don't get me wrong, like, they can be really cool, but also keep them inside. Well, don't keep them inside, but like keep them away from the public. Like, I don't know why people are taking their small children to go grocery shopping. Like, just leave, okay. I get it if it's like a single parent or the parent at home really needs a break, but like when I go grocery shopping, it's like a lot of parents with their kids, and I'm like, why are you bringing your kids now? It's not the time. And like my grandkids, they touch everything. It's not their fault. It's part of their brain development, you know? It's tactile. I keep mixing those 2 up. It's like tactile. They just want to touch everything. And I get it. Like, I want to touch everything too, but you can't anymore. Like, when I go plant shopping, I have to just look. I can't touch all the leaves. Which is fine, because it's a pandemic. It's what you have to do. I mean, I act like it's like we've had one before, but we haven't in 100 years. So it's like everybody's first time dealing with it. But it's just weird, you know? That sounds super fun, Amaris. What does? Contrast heels to... Oh, you're making a stocking. Hold on. Where did you say it? I feel like I read it. A knit stocking. Oh, that'll be cool. I want to see that when it's done. Yes to the mushrooms. Totally, Athena. Mushrooms are a tasty, tasty treat. I love mushrooms. I would add them to everything. I mean, like, not desserts or anything. Exactly the reason why we are not doing school group tours right now. Yeah. Because they can't help it. They're little and they're not smart yet for, like, you can't say, don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth to a 5-year-old. You just can't, because they're not going to be able to not touch their eyes, nose, and mouth. They're little. So keep them out of places where that puts them or someone else in danger. It's just... Anyway, our hospitals are almost at capacity, which means that we'll go on lockdown, which I'm fine with going on lockdown. I'm just nervous because if it's really in my town now, the chances of somebody that I care about contracting it really is increased, and that terrifies me because as of yet, nobody that I care about, knock on wood, not that nobody that I care about, nobody in my inner family circle has contracted it. But the closer it gets, the more close it gets to my town, the more likely that is, and that scares me. So it freaks me out a little. You know, like at the beginning of the pandemic when you got really scared for a little while, I did. There was a period where I was very anxious. I didn't want to go out at all. it's like a shadow of that kind of energy is back in my head. Because it was like for a while, it's like it wasn't really affecting me because I work from home, and Alex, my partner, works from home, and my parents are farmers, so they work from home, and like my sister's a teacher and she was working from home. So like most of my family was pretty secure and safe. But like now people, it's happening. Like it's I don't know. It's just, it didn't worry me because I wasn't seeing it. It's like it wasn't in my view. Obviously, like the statistics are terrifying, but like when it's not really around, it didn't feel real. Like it doesn't feel real because as soon as somebody gets sick, you don't see them anymore, right? They go into quarantine or they go into the hospital. Like they disappear from, you're not seeing sick people all over the streets, you know what I mean? And you can't see, like if somebody is asymptomatic, like it's not a visible, like it's not like the plague where there are people like dying left and right in front of you. If you're a doctor, maybe, but like for the regular people. So it's like it wasn't there. It's like I couldn't see it. Obviously it's real, I know that, and I know that it's happening everywhere, but it's like I couldn't see it, so it didn't freak me out as much. Now it's freaking me out again because it's creeping into my town. I'm in a pretty rural area and it's still getting really bad. Mary Kate, yeah. Here in Virginia, we could go into lockdown at any time. That's like here. I know I'm happy my dad was exposed but got negative. Thank goodness. My brother and sister-in-law and niece just got it. I hope that they are in the mild to asymptomatic range, Tina, because, oh my God, it's scary. Hurry, buy all the toilet paper. Totally, Andre. That happened. Yeah, I'm in San Francisco. Alex wants to move to San Francisco. Every once in a while, Angelica, Alex, my partner, will say like, what would you, like obviously we've boycotted going to the US. Since Donald Trump became president, Alex and I boycotted going to the US. We just haven't gone. We haven't done any shopping across the border. We live close to the border, but like we used to go to Six Flags Darien Lake for like camping, and we used to go to like the Galleria Mall in Buffalo, but I like put my foot down and said like I just can't. It's somehow in my head I can't. So I haven't gone, but Alex will say like, when things are different, would you be down to like live in San Francisco? He's in a software engineer, so like there's a lot of tech there, but yeah, we're at capacity pretty much too. It's really spiking my anxiety. Yeah, not ideal. It's not an ideal time for like people who are anxious and who overthink things. AJ, my city is talking about lockdown since Florida-Georgia football game. Oh my God. So since then I've been ordering a lot of fingering weight yarn. Yeah, order a lot of yarn, people, because then you can do something and not run out of yarn, totally. Athena, I did an origami style mask and I love it because the mask doesn't come off my face. Oh, that's cool. Is it, what do you mean? Origami style, like it has pleats in it instead of like an elastic to put down? The country we're in didn't get any cases till October 3rd. Cases are now over 1,200 in rural Colorado. Colorado's cool too. That's scary. All us introverts have been preparing for shelter in place our whole life. Yeah, the shelter in place part hasn't been that bad because I can FaceTime my friends. Shopping, not being able to shop hasn't been that bad. It's just like the abstract nature of all of these cases and the abstract nature of all of these deaths. Like 200,000 deaths it's just an incomprehensible amount of people. Like if you stood 200,000 people in one space, it's just, my mind I can't see how big that is in my brain. My brain can't picture it. It's just too many people. So when they say like 1,200 people in a day, that's so many people. Like that's, if they were all in one space, that's a huge amount of people every day. And then you're adding another 1,200 tomorrow. Like, how is everyone not sick with that kind of numbers? My brain can't, it's like I can't feel because I can't understand. Does that make sense? Like, it's really sad and terrifying and scary. And I know that, but I can't feel it because I can't understand. I can't Like, I can't believe, I can't even, like, I don't understand. My brain just can't understand it. It's just so insane. 200,000 people? 260,000 people? That's more people than my town. My whole town died. Like, that's a lot of people, you know? That's crazy. Totally understandable. Luckily, he's going away. Kicking and screaming, he's going away. Mary Kate. I was exposed, that's why I had the 14-day quarantine. I totally get that. I'm starting to see people that I know personally. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that I'm like, that's why it's getting more real, because it's more likely for that to happen as it comes into my town. That's how it feels. If the rent in San Francisco keeps plummeting when all this is over, it might be a more cost-effective city than it was before. Yeah, people were living in their cars in San Francisco and working at like tech companies because the rent is too crazy. Andre, we're doing bad in Silicon Valley, pretty much why Elon Musk wants to move Tesla out. And probably for tax reasons. I can't understand $41,000 for a ventilator. Yeah, I can't understand how there are businesses that are profiting off of this, like fear profiting. Like, remember when all the sanitizer tripled in price? It's just like I went and bought alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol, because I didn't have any, and I haven't been able to buy any. And then I saw it at the grocery store, and I was like, oh, good, I'll get it. It was like $6. It used to be like 99 cents. It always was just $1. The peroxide and the alcohol were always right next to each other, and they were both 99 cents. And now they're $6. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's a big increase. And somebody, somewhere, evil is profiting. Like, somebody is making 600 times the amount of money they were making last year. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. Emily. Oh, hi, Emily. Came out of lockdown again on the 2nd, but I'm in tier 3, so still very restricted in movements. We haven't been restricted here yet. Like in Toronto, it's what's it called? Important, like, outings only, groceries and pharmacy. We're not there yet. Anchor. Hello, Anchor. Oh, that's cool. Is your name Anchor? Can I pronounce it like anchor, like an anchor on a ship? Or is it like Anchor? Anyway, I'm still wondering, how did I land up here from India? And it's 6 a.m. here. How did you end up here? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. How did you show up on an Indian guy's YouTube page? Because I'm so versatile. No. Because it's fun. It's chill. It's just a place to hang out. Everybody's welcome. So, welcome. Good morning. Make your morning tea and hang out with us. AJ, I just found out that I'm under quarantine because I live with my mom and she was exposed. Oh my god. Well, hopefully that exposure doesn't accumulate to anything. Profits, profits, profits. That's it, Andre, honestly. Mary Kate, about a third of our museum staff is self-quarantined right now because of a possible exposure. Right? It's Anchor, as a new plant from seed. Oh, well, maybe that's why you got here, because you searched plant stuff. Look, I have plants. That could be why. They bring the kids because they can't leave them at home because you don't have anyone to look after them. Yeah, that's why I like trailed off Athena. That's before, when I was talking about like, why are they bringing their kids? Immediately I was like, okay, I understand if it's like single parents, they have to bring them. But I mean, everyone, all of the people who were grocery shopping when I was grocery shopping. Yes, obviously, my brain wasn't thinking of those people. I was just thinking like the quantity of people with kids at the grocery store seemed higher than the quantity of people that needed to have kids at the grocery store. Or people who are shopping with their significant other. Ooh, thank you. Cheers then. Aw, thank you for your super chat. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Will you start taking temperatures before they come into this chat? Sorry, more bad dad jokes. Well, you know, at the thrift store that I used to go to, they take your temperature before you go in with one of those temperature guns. Anchor, do you do plants? Are you a plant person? What's your plant vibe? What's your plant collection? Do you like plants? I like plants. Let's be friends. much plants and my chickens have been keeping me sane during all of this, because I have to go out to feed the chickens every day. My beautiful, sweet, lovely partner has been amazing, and he's been taking the chickens out in the morning so that I can sleep, so I can sleep in. Not that I really do sleep in, but it's cold in the morning, so he opens the door for the chickens. But going out and feeding them and bringing them water and bringing them treats, it's like therapeutic, because I wouldn't have to go outside. I like turtles. Is that what you were saying, Andre? Alex and I had turtles once. They were stinky. I don't recommend them. Dina, Amaris, praying for you and your mom. Me too. Well, I don't pray, but thinking of you and your mom, Amaris. Anyway, yeah, my plants, taking care of my plants, looking at all of them and making sure they're all bug-free and like healthy has been a game changer for my mental health, for real. If you're like depressed and anxious, get yourself a plant. And if you live in the country, get yourself a chicken. I tell you what, you can't be anxious and depressed when you're hanging out in a chicken coop. It's actually impossible. They make the cutest noise in the whole world, so it's just not possible. Do love my chickens. Yep. Anything else going on with any of you guys tonight? Anything exciting? Anybody up to anything? No. The answer is no. Nobody is. Emily, you guys got any news on vaccine being rolling out? No. Bird flu is back. Great. So our chickens and ducks are also being quarantined. Oh, the joy. I hate bugs. Same. But they happen. It's the best thing. It is. I have 2 dogs. I let in and out all day. It's totally therapeutic. Yeah. Having to physically get outside, I just wouldn't go outside. If I didn't have the chickens, I probably just wouldn't go outside. Schitt's Creek, pretty much. All Canadian. Schitt's Creek is Canadian. All of them are Canada. Canada's the best. I should be doing art things. You do art things, right? Anyway, I have a dog and a cat, and they keep me happy inside. I mean, Thunder, he goes outside, but like, does he really? Like, this is the dog and this is the cat. Do you see how they're the same size? Angelica, hi Angelica. I got some new fingering weight superwash wool by Malabrigo the other day. Super excited to accumulate more and make a sweater. I'm always excited to accumulate yarn. It's a problem. It's not a problem. Fold in the cheese. But yes, I go out with them in a fenced yard. Well, I don't have a fenced yard. I have a tree-lined yard. But the chickens, I built them a fence so that they stay in. Yes, but I have a Christmas commissions to finish up. Okay, well then. I have a Christmas present I haven't even started yet. My sister wants a painting, and I was like, yeah, for sure, I can make you this painting, because she likes my art, and I was like, no problem, that's not a big deal for me. I don't have a canvas. I don't know where to buy a canvas other than Michael's. I don't want to spend $50 on buying a freaking canvas. We used to have this store called Excess Cargo, and I used to be able to get canvases there for like $8, like big ones. With that wool, I PM'd you about good for dyeing. Yeah, it would have been good for dyeing, totally. Oh, also the blarg, the chicken boxes. I think I liked your comment. If I liked it, it's me acknowledging that I read it, Candace. I'm not great with text replies. It's like there's 2 versions of me to reply. 5 seconds or 3 or 4 weeks. Like, I'm not good with it. You probably already know this about me, come on. But anyway, the chicken coop boxes that you sent me, good for way more chickens though. I only need like 3 boxes because they all use one. They only use, all of them only use the same box. I have 5 options for them to lay eggs in. They all only use one. So, excuse me. Have a great day, everyone. Strange brew for life. Have a great day, Andre. Bye-bye. Dollar store has them. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the canvas. No, not big enough. My sister wants like a wall canvas. So I need like a big one. And I know that I'm going to end up having to go with, oh, I'm good with reply effort. Yeah, my reply effort is very low. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It just means that I'm not good at it. I'm not good with, like, I'll send a text and then I won't reply to the person replying to the text that I sent. I'm terrible. Origami means you fold a shape, and yes, the nose part fits to my nose. Oh, that's cool. Useful. Mine don't. Maybe I should make a different style. But anyway, I'm probably gonna have to go to Michael's and spend a stupid amount of money on the canvas, and I don't have paint anymore, and I don't have paint brushes. Like I said, yeah, I'll paint you this, a specific thing she wants to. Yeah, Candace, but I don't want to go to the thrift store because our thrift store is like very busy. Every time I drive by, the whole parking lot is full. I do live in a small town full of like old people, like mostly seniors in my town, which mint, I prefer. I don't prefer people my own age. That's just the way it is. But anyway, I possibly could marry Kate. My dad did give me a miter saw today, so I could even do the wood with the mitered corners. But anyway, I don't want to go to my thrift store, my local thrift store, because it's always jam-packed with seniors, which to me is like, are you dumb? You're putting 50 seniors in one room? Don't do that right now. That's not the time. I didn't think of stretching my own canvas, actually, to be honest. And I have a lot of finishing nails, so that's possible. But like, it's just so much easier to get a canvas that's already white, it's already made. I do have canvas though, like the fabric. It's possible, but not probable. I probably won't do that before Christmas, so I was cutting in and out. Oh, hi Brittany, nice to see you. Good thing I'm an old person, you like me. Exactly, you're not an old person. I mean like, it's all 70 plus. It's not all 70 plus. There are other people, but like for the most part, I feel like my town is, it's fairly senior. So I'm probably gonna have to go. The truth is that I'm just not over it yet, and I haven't been able to put myself in the place to go to Michael's and purchase a canvas because I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to, and I'm gonna have to buy paint. I'm not buying that at Michael's because I'm not insane. Everything at Michael's is stupid expensive. I don't know why I said yes to it. Honestly, I don't know why. She basically wants like a leaf like this, but like 3 of them. I hate being told what to paint. Not that she told me what to paint, but you know what I mean. I hate having a goal at the beginning of a painting, and I hate having a deadline. Those 2 things are not good for me. Obviously, deadlines are something I have to live with as a human being, but I mean like, jeepers, I was just at Michael's. Was it really busy? Where even is Michael? I don't even know where there's a Michael's near me. I'm gonna have to travel into like Hamilton, and I don't want to go to Hamilton. Always use, oh yeah, my 40% off. Ooh, that's true though. But it doesn't work on their like essentials, you know, like their Michael's essentials. Hi Guillermo, good evening. I used to know someone named Guillermo. Anyway, I'm not bummed about it. I'm just like peeved off a little. Could you order online? Dick Blick usually has good deals on art supplies. I'm in Canada though, Mary Kate. Shipping in Canada is insane. What's the topic? Painting a Christmas painting for my sister. Not a Christmas painting, a painting that will be for Christmas. But yeah, I could order online, but unless it's from Amazon, which obviously there's a whole argument there where Amazon is evil. But the only thing that has free shipping anymore is Amazon. Everything else shipping to Canada is insane. Like shipping anything from Canada or to Canada is just, it's way more expensive. Oh, Dick Blick is based in Canada? Sid, where'd you go by the way? Been a little quiet. Missed ya. I didn't know that. Let me write it down then. I just assumed it was an American company because everything is an American company. If it's based in Canada, why is Dick Blick What a name. I've never heard of it either. I'll check it out though. If I write it down, it's real. I have to write out my goals for this week. I don't know what my goals are gonna be. I have to edit my terrarium video. I made a terrarium and I filmed it. It's not gonna be like a Serpa design video for sure. It's not gonna be a very good video, but I did film it, so you can see me scraping paint off of a terrarium in high speed. So I guess that's one of my goals. I also have to, I have to fix the shelter that the chickens have. They had a shelter. What about Lens Mills? Oh, that's a good idea. Lens Mill store. Is it Lens Mills? Is it a plural? I always call it Lens Mill store. Yeah, totally. Lens Mill has great fabric too. Yeah, double check where they're out of. A lot of folks get Copics from them. Copics. Copics. Okay, I will check them out. Lens Mill is a good place to get patterned fabric for masks. I just looked. I think it's Illinois. Of course it is. No Dick Blick in Ontario. Nothing. There's no Hobby Lobby. There's no Joann's. We don't have any. We have Michael's. We have Michael's and then private little shops, which are hard to find, and you just have to stumble upon them. I like to catch them during holiday sales. Don't you love a good holiday sale? You know what's hilarious to me? I used to go, Copics is my, oh, okay. Oh, okay. When you say it, then I see it. My friend uses those for her calligraphy, right? The ones that, you know what I'm trying to say. Is anybody else who is in Canada or who isn't in Canada, Bath and Body Works, do you ever buy their sale candles? They have like one day a year where all of their candles go on sale. I used to buy them. They used to be $8. Now they're $11, just whatever. But it used to be $8 for these candles. And I used to buy like 5 or 6 candles and they would have like a buy one, get one free. So it would be $4 a candle. Like I would go nuts. And I would have a whole bunch of candles and I would just put them in storage and take them out as I wanted to. Yeah, right, Brittany? I shipped cookies to my brother last year in Canada. It was like $50 just the shipping. Yeah, it's bizarre. Canada, it's like, to be honest, it's because it's dealing with a huge amount of land, but it's kind of like Ontario. It feels like Ontario takes the brunt of the fact that it's hard to ship to everywhere in Canada. So, you know what I mean? Like, everybody pays the price for the fact that Canada's so big, as opposed to just the faraway places. Anyway, Bath and Body Works. So they still don't do online orders. It's a pandemic, and in Canada you can't order anything from Bath and Body Works online. You have to go into a physical store. And where are Bath and Body Works? Only in the mall. Nobody's gonna go into a mall for candles. Bath and Body Works and a whole thing where their candles were killing people's cats because they used bad essential oils. No, really? Well, I guess it's good that I can't do it anymore. Although I wasn't buying those, like, eucalyptus flavors. I was buying, like, this was a while ago, so it was, like, you know, like, vanilla. You know, a vanilla candle is good until it's not. Until your whole house tastes like vanilla. Anyway. You know how I said my grocery store, like, gives things out? They gave out candles. I have candles now that I burn, but I can only burn them for, like, 15 minutes or else I'll get a headache because they're so stinky. That sucks about Bath and Body Works. They have way over-scented though, like everything is over-scented, which is kind of nice in a candle because then you can like light it for 5 minutes and then your whole house smells nice. Although I like to keep a candle lit, like I like it. I wonder if Canada has better restrictions so your stores don't have issues. Well, we have like limits on how many people can go in a store, so there's like lineups outside of stores. People don't know how big 2 meters is though. Like stay 2 meters apart. People don't really know how far apart that is, so I don't like that. Like when you're in a line, people are like edging up. I haven't gone to the mall. I haven't gone to any like shopping. I haven't done any shopping in like a year. Other than online, I haven't purchased anything except plants and food. I think that's it, just plants and food. Just did some research. Opus Art Supply is in Canada, but their largest canvases are like $100. See what I mean though? We used to have, thank you for checking, Mary Kate, but we used to have this, I mean with Bath and Body's ingredients. Oh, probably not. No. Canada is not. Nah. Def not. I'm gonna go with a no. But thank you for checking, Mary Kate. But this is the thing about excess cargo, which was like a, it was like a, you know how there's like, oh, Frida, hi Frida. You know how there's like military excess stores? I don't know what they're called. Military. Alex, what are those stores where you can buy like the army backpacks and stuff? What are they called? Like military excess. Yeah. What's the name? They have a specific type of name.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember what they're called, but it's like an army surplus store, but it's like not army. It's just a surplus store. Like that was a terrible way to explain what it was. Surplus stores. Yeah, Nancy, but there was a military surplus? Yeah, military surplus. But excess cargo is not military surplus, so I don't know why I was using that as an example. But excess cargo, it used to be this, it was just, you could just find things, just things. There was always things. Oh, that's a good idea. Facebook Marketplace for trades and stuff. That's a really good idea, actually, Athena. So excess cargo used to have huge canvases. Like I would buy it was right next to my dentist. So whenever we went to the dentist, because I had braces, so it was all the time. I'm terrible at telling stories. I'm really sorry that they're all over the place. This must just be like anxious to listen to. But they were big, like 2 feet by 3 feet. And I would buy them, and in my childhood bedroom, I would paint these gigantic, bizarre paintings. And my dad has one still. Maybe I should just take that back and repaint it. Like, I painted the weirdest stuff. Frida, I don't pray, but I send love to you. I very hope that you're safe and disinfect everything that your neighbor touched. I'm sorry your neighbor is sick, but I also hope that you're safe. I am sleep deprived. Solidarity. Anyway, good idea. Facebook Marketplace is great. Great idea. But anyway, excess cargo was the best for buying canvases, and I would get them for like $7, 2 feet by 3 feet. Or like $9 for the 2 feet by 3 feet, but then for the like 1 foot by 2 foot, it'd be $7. You know what I mean? There was a lot of good deals. I loved a good deal. I always love a good deal. I have like a sickness for a good deal. If something's a good enough deal, I have a hard time not buying it because of how good of a deal it is. That's when it's a problem. It's almost time to take melatonin because you're supposed to take it before you go to bed. And it's 8 o'clock, which means it's now before I go to bed. I don't go to bed at 8 o'clock, but like, it's soonish, right? 9 o'clock is soonish. Anyway. Oh my god, that's such a good price. I know! I'm bloody scared. Yeah, Frida, I bet. Oh god, yeah. Ugh, because he came into your space too, which would get my anxiety going. Nobody's been in my space. Except my mom when we were going traveling for me to show her where the chicken food and stuff was. I was away pestering my old ass cat to eat her dinner. I can't get CJ to eat for anything. I'm actually planning on getting him a vet appointment this week. Like tomorrow, I'm going to call around. I don't have my vet anymore. I had melatonin 2 hours ago. Frida, does it work? Because I tried it yesterday and it didn't make a difference. And I was tired today. Like I took a nap in the middle of the day. But anyway, CJ isn't very well. He's not doing great. He's like, he's losing it, you know? Like he was sleeping on the couch downstairs and he got up and walked over to the wood pile. We have a fireplace downstairs. And he just peed in the wood pile, which is it's not at all typical behavior for him. Like we moved his litter box upstairs because he had started peeing where he shouldn't. Like he was peeing, if I left dirt on the floor where I was repotting something, he would pee in the dirt. And so we were like, maybe he doesn't want to walk all the way downstairs. And I don't know. I don't think he's doing well. I don't think he's all there anymore right now. I don't know if he's sick or if he's just old. But he went through his antibiotic treatment last time when he was sick in the summer. And he doesn't have those symptoms. Like before he was like having trouble breathing and like he was really snotty. Whereas now he's off his food. I gave him an egg yolk today and yesterday, because I looked online and it said that can help with making them eat. But I'm having trouble making him eat anything. And I've put food in a lot of rooms. Like there's rooms, like I have his room where the food for the dog and the cat are. He has food there. He has food in our spare bedroom. He has food downstairs. He has food in multiple places in the house, and he has water everywhere. I've seen him drink water. I've seen him eat, but he's not eating enough. He's very thin. Or ask if they think he somehow developed a bladder infection. It can affect their litter box habits. Yeah. I have a feeling that there could be some thyroid issue. But then everything I read online says that should increase his appetite and he should be thin. But he's very thin right now. And he's not eating, so he's not putting on weight. And he was thin in the summer, and the vet said try to get him to put on some weight. So we changed up his food. I got him new types of food. I give him wet food. I'm trying, and he's not interested in eating. So it's hard to convince a cat to do anything because they're cats. You can't get them to do anything. And he's sleeping a lot. Like cats also sleep a lot. But he's not coughing or sneezing. He's just, I think he seems lethargic. He hasn't bit Alex in like weeks. Melatonin works, you just have to work with it. Do the sleep things. I fall asleep in 10 minutes instead of an hour and a half. Oh, it helps you fall asleep faster. I mean, that's kind of good. I don't know. I don't think it's a bladder infection because he's still drinking water, and like he uses the litter box when he's upstairs. It's just like he doesn't want to have to walk. Oh, also he seems stiff when he gets up. Like after he's been lying down for a long time and he does his cat stretch, it doesn't feel like he's feeling great. So I think we have to go to the vet this week. He's not complaining, but cats don't really complain. Well, bye Tina, have a good rest of your night. See you next time. Thanks for the great chats. It was nice to talk to you. I'll check out the new crochet stuff. Yes, definitely do. Yeah, poor CJ, honestly. Sid, Dina, and Brittany, thank you for that. It's hard when they get that old. I'm with you, Laura. Mom and I were talking about burial ideas because we were worried about how long our baby grows. Well, that's Alex and I had the talk for the first time. We had the talk about CJ. Like, what's the line? When is he too thin? When is it not okay anymore? Like, he's really thin. So it's like, when is it, I don't know. So I want to go to the vet to find out what the vet thinks in terms of how he's feeling. Because if he's feeling okay and he's just super skinny, I'll keep trying to get him to eat. But if he's feeling bad, I don't want him to be sleeping because he's in pain, you know what I mean? So yeah, we had the talk for the first time. We've never talked about that with CJ because he's never been sick. And now it's kind of, he's old and he's thin and I don't know when I just want to know if he's in pain. So I want to go to the vet and have the vet, I think I want them to do a blood test and also, I don't know, maybe they'll give him antibiotics again because he's got a runny nose, but he's not sick right now. Like, he's not sick with what he had in the summer. If you guys remember in the summer when we went to the vet, he had like a fever and he was coughing and sneezing. He's not now. So, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Sid. I hope so. I found a weird sleep schedule that works for me. I sleep better when it's light. Weird. So I try to be in bed from 12 to 12. Weird. Interesting. One of my cats, when she was old, she was so frail and old, but she was fine. She just ate and drank less, but was fine. See, that's what I'm wondering. Is he fine and he's just old, so he's tired and skinny? Because if that's the case, great. Be a tired, old, skinny cat. But he's lethargic. That's the problem, Sid. Yeah, all of a sudden, he seems to be really cuddly, and I've been putting sweaters on him because I don't want him to be cold, but he's really cuddly, which isn't his tendency. He's not very loud. You haven't heard him once, and it's nighttime. He should be getting up and being wild, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to bug him because I don't want to, like, you know, I've woken him up to try and get him to eat. And he's like awake and alert when he's awake. Like he doesn't meow nearly as much. He doesn't attack Thunder or CJ. He doesn't attack Thunder or Alex, excuse me. He doesn't attack anybody anymore. You know, cats, well, I don't know. CJ used to bite us, and he was like when he was having a good time, when he was excited. So yeah, I'm gonna see the vet. See what the vet says. I'm hoping that it's just that he's old and thin, but it sucks because I'm worried about him all the time. Like whenever he's eating, I'm like so excited about it, but he eats a couple of bites and then walks away. It's not like he eats, you know? Like I don't have to add food to his food. Like ever. Whereas I used to have to add food every like 2 days. So lethargy is a red flag that vets always seem to ask about. Yeah, well, that I noticed this past week. Alex and I were like talking about how he's been quiet and not bothering us, which isn't normal. And then the pee thing happened where it was like a really out of character place. Used to be hilarious. Exactly. He would take off after, but he also had a lot of muscle and weight on him, and he doesn't have that now. From the videos back in Toronto. Exactly. He was so energetic and he just had so much fight in him. Like he's just mean, but in a funny way. So, I don't know. I hope he gets better too, Angelica. This year's been hard enough. Totally. Yeah. I mean, one benefit, there's no benefits to this pandemic. I haven't been spending money, so going to the vet isn't going to bankrupt me, which is nice. Because a year ago, I would have to like weigh it out going to the vet, like being like, can we really afford to go to the vet, or do we want to get groceries? You know what I mean? Like we were tight. But now we're more comfortable, so we can take him to the vet. Bummer. Sorry to be a bummer. But I'm worried about my baby. He's still grooming himself. He's still going to bed. That infection really did a number on the dude. Yeah, it did. He didn't like that. Poor guy. But he stopped eating before that. Like, I don't know how long ago it was. Do you guys remember when I started saying, like, CJ's thin? Because I've been mentioning it for a while. Like, I've noticed that he got thin, like, a while ago. It's just now it's like he's like a bag of bones. So, but he's old. He's 15, so he's old, and he's like a purebred Bengal. So like purebred cats don't live the way that, like, you know, a cat from the shelter lives for 28 years. Like those things are just like indestructible. I feel like that's not the case for purebred animals. So 15 is a long time to have a cat. But I'm not done with him. So yeah, hopefully the vet can fix him up. I just wish they had something to help me get him to gain weight or to be interested in eating. Gotta get a good face pic of him and those beautiful eyes, then framed. He's so handsome. Alex took beautiful photos of him. You should see these photos Alex took of him like 10 years ago too. So beautiful. He is a beautiful cat. He's a little less beautiful because he looks frail. He was a little more beautiful when he was muscly, but I still think he's beautiful. A minimum of 8. Yeah, me too. I'm good with solid 5 hours. That's Alex. More than that and I hurt too much. Ugh. Fair. I worked all day on like 4.5 hours. I'm wiped out, but I made it through my shift. Well done, Sid. You survived. I've had a couple of cats that have been at least 20 years. Yeah, totally. I feel like Thunder's gonna live for a really long time because he's like Chihuahua-ish. Like he's a Chihuahua, but like he's like, you know, he's a rescue Chihuahua. I can't say that he's really rescued. Someone else would have adopted him for sure. Suddenly I'd be non-communicative with less than 8 hours. Jeez, that sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna call the vet tomorrow. That's something I have to do, so I'll write it down. Len's Mill was a really good idea, Candace. The problem is our vet, like our actual vet, stopped vetting for a while. He's in November he had to go do he just said he's stopping his practice while he deals with his like ailing mother. So now I need to, maybe it hurts to bend down to eat or to go to the kitty box. Well, he doesn't seem to be, he's still, when he's awake, he's still jumping in the places he shouldn't be. He's still doing the stuff he shouldn't be doing. It's just his active hours have decreased significantly. When he's active, he's still running around and making noise and jumping on stuff. He's just not doing it as often. Like he used to be up for like a lot of hours in a day, and now he's just not as up. So it could be arthritis, but I mean, that might explain the stiffness when he wakes up. So maybe I'll put a box under his bowls so he doesn't have to bend down so much. Try a high-calorie food or snacks. Yeah, I've been giving him like treats because it says like these are like a treat, not part of the meal. They're like not meant for food. And I'm like, well, if he'll eat them, good. But he doesn't want to eat like anything. Like he's not interested in it. He'll take a cat treat and he'll eat like 3 or 4 and then he isn't interested anymore. So maybe I'll have to start doing, we move less, we sleep more, we get small and frail. Yeah, he's just becoming old. He's just a little old man. I feel like I need to give him a hug now. CJ, how you doing, bud? Hi. Good morning. It's a little bright for you, huh? Hi. Hi. Oh, big yawn. Hi. Hi, here. Good morning. Oh, hello. Yeah. He still gives his head butts and he still cuddles. Hi. Hi. Do you see the spot though that's right here? That's not missing hair, it's his shoulder bone pushing his skin. Like he's, oh, he's just so bony. Hi. Hello. Aw, hi. He's so pretty. You're a nice guy. Yeah, he's your tiny boy now, huh? Yeah, he's a little guy. But he still gives headbutts, which is good. Hi, good morning. Thunder's like, good morning to me. Mom, why are you looking at the cat? Look at me. Look at the Thunder. Where did the cat go? Mom, look at that stretch. I think I'm gonna go too. I think I'm gonna get myself ready for bed and get the animals what they need. Maybe we'll try and get you to eat something, huh? Huh? Hi. Weirdo. But he's not coughing anymore. He doesn't have, like, he doesn't have anything in his lungs anymore. Doesn't he look like he's like holding on to me? The whole chat is sending you cuddles. Thank you. I appreciate that. but here so you could see his pretty face. Huh? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, so pretty. You're such a nice guy. Oh, thank you. Oh, very nice. See what I mean, though? He's like... He's... Okay. Anyway, there's some toe beans. Hi. Alright, friends, I'm gonna go. You have to have some supper now, so we're gonna try and get you to eat something. I'm gonna go, because I have to get my nighttime routine started. I am going to try and get some sleep as well, Frida. There will definitely be some weird dreams. Yeah, some anxiety dreams. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for those of you who sent super chats. That's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, don't forget to like the video before you leave if you don't mind. You see, yeah, you can see what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all, and I will see you for sure on Wednesday. If I get bored before Wednesday, maybe we'll have another stream this week, because we're all stuck, so it might as well hang out, right? Okay. See you later.